again, folks, for the WrestleForce Control Center. I'm Interim Commissioner Brett Wolverton. WrestleForce presents Fall Brawl 4, A Date with Fate, on Saturday, September 21st from the TLC Sports Bar Grill in Columbia, South Carolina. Doors open at 4 p.m. and the action gets underway at 5. At Meltdown, Tim Dixon made his last public announcement as Commissioner of WrestleForce by selecting the opponent for WrestleForce champion, the Natural Chase Stevens, at Fall Brawl. That main event has been signed and the WrestleForce title will be on the line as the Natural goes one-on-one with a man stronger than death, Matt Hardy. Stevens recently became the longest reigning WrestleForce champion, and on September 21st, Matt Hardy looks to make Fall Brawl his date with fate and claim his first WrestleForce championship. Following victories over the Flock and Country Strong in Casey, South Carolina, the fabulous Playboy Bob Keller declared that there is not a single tag team that can stop the WrestleForce Tag Team Champions, the House of Style. Well, it's now put up or shut up time for the modern classic BJ Hancock and Mr. A-List Michael Freely, as they will not only defend their tag team titles at Fall Brawl, but they may very well have to face every tag team on the roster, as they will take part in a WrestleForce Tag Team Challenge. 2 tag teams drawn at random will start the match. When a team is defeated by any decision, they will be eliminated and another team will join the match. The last team standing after every team has entered will be the WrestleForce Tag Team Champions. The luck of the draw could work in favor of any team, or it could ruin their chances, as the earlier you draw, the more teams you will have to defeat to walk out the champions. We know that Playboy's House of Style will be involved, but who else will be, you might be asking? The teams announced thus far include The Flock, Lodi and Sick Boy, Jesse Wyndham and Billy Brash, the Fortunate Sons. Judgment will be represented by Crimson and Juggernaut John Malice. And while you may notice the image says the team of Brady Pierce and Pete Casa, the offices of WrestleForce have been informed that Pete Casa is unable to compete at Fall Brawl. I have given the inspiration Brady Pierce the opportunity to select a new tag team partner for Fall Brawl, and he has made his selection. Pierce's new tag team partner will be Jake James, who impressed WrestleForce officials during his first 2 appearances at Meltdown and at the Moosehead Saloon. One has to wonder what James's Country Strong tag team partner, Hoss Haygood, must think of this development. Speaking of tension in the tag team division, while we know the Southern Savior John Schuyler and Stephen the Fever Walters of the Love-Hate Machine haven't been getting along this year, several other tag teams have had inner turmoil, and at Fall Brawl these teams will settle their differences in singles action. In the first grudge match, Legit collides as Big League Garrett Bradford goes to war with Brandon Paradise. Paradise's dream partner, Caleb Conley, turned into a nightmare at Meltdown. Now BP will try to prove on his own that he truly was legit. In the second grudge match, William the Hammer Roberts looks to get revenge on the leader of the Twisted Metal Rebels, Hex. Hex cost Hammer a match against WrestleForce champion Chase Stevens at Full Throttle and then took a count-out loss to Hammer at Meltdown. Hammer hopes to get his hands on his former tag team partner and show he doesn't need a team to be successful. Christian York will make his WrestleForce debut at Fall Brawl on September 21st as he takes on Mr. Match of the Night, Anthony Henry. Henry shelves Cedric Alexander following 2 grueling matches in Casey, South Carolina, and now looks to add to his growing list of victories battling the veteran York. The women of WrestleForce will be in action in not 1 but 2 exciting singles matches. In the first, Pandora returns to WrestleForce to take on Rebby Sky, who will be making her first appearance at Fall Brawl. And in the second contest, Mia Svensson will make her debut as well, taking on Nina Monet. If you've never seen these 4 ladies in action, you will not want to miss a moment of Fall Brawl 4. 2 of the most unique superstars in professional wrestling will square off at Fall Brawl when the Salem Center 6 takes on the Lycan assassin Cerebus. 6 is still chasing after WrestleForce champion Chase Stevens, and his mood following Meltdown is even more volatile than in recent memory. Cerebus has been making waves in the South recently and is believed to have been a former WWE and Impact Wrestling superstar in a past life. I'm looking forward to this one, as I do not know what to expect from these 2 going against one another. Tickets for Fall Brawl 4, A Date with Fate, are just $10. For $10, you get 8 exciting matches featuring 2 championship bouts, 2 women's matches, 2 battles between former tag team partners, and 26 of the top athletes in wrestling today. Doors open at 4 p.m. and the Fall Brawl begins at 5. We hope you already have your plans to be a part of Fall Brawl at TLC Sports Bar and Grill. And if you have not yet, that you will do so as soon as you can, because you will not want to miss it. For the Control Center, I'm Interim Commissioner Brett Wolverton saying I'll see you at Fall Brawl.